Good morning. It's Vijay here. Today is Friday, 28th November 2025. Welcome to it, another episode of Pre-Market Commentary. And today the title of the video is Ek Din Ka Raja with a question mark. So yesterday, what we anticipated for a very long time happened. Nifty went and created a new high, all-time high. It was followed by Bank Nifty, which also created continuously. It's been creating all-time highs. So it was yet another all-time high. Of course, at the end of the day, we saw that things didn't work out, and Nifty came down to close flat. Actually, at one point of time, it came into negative territory. Same thing with Bank Nifty. Now, I was thinking that markets may start a correction from Monday because yesterday was a day when the bulls had the most chance because yesterday the US markets were closed because of Thanksgiving and Asian markets were good, European markets were good. So I thought they'll hold on. But what is surprising is that they could not hold on their gains even one day. Reason being that the broader market did not support the rise in Nifty and Bank Nifty. Now, broader market by and large came down. In fact, if you look at the declines were more than the advances. On a day when Nifty makes an all-time high, one would have expected the advances to be at least double of the declines, whereas declines beat advances 15 to 14, not by a big margin, but nevertheless telling you what is happening in the market. So day before yesterday, I was expecting a short covering rally, and now I was wondering whether it's short covering or beginning of a new last leg. But now I'm a little bit concerned that we could not hold even for a day. Today will be crucial because I expect Monday onwards things may not be that great as what one may expect in the normal course of times because we enter December. We've already entered December series as far as the F&O is concerned. Decembers are very volatile, but generally they end up slightly in the positive. But this December, there is a lot of supply. 30,000 crores of IPOs are coming, and they're already starting from December 3rd with Meesho coming with 5,450 crores. So one may expect this December to be much more volatile than the normal December. So yesterday, the Bank Nifty, ICICI Bank was the biggest gainer. To some extent, IT did well. Then LTI Mindtree was the major move. FMCG was up. But again, Imami, small companies, HUL also went up. So that way it was okay. Realty stocks were down. Metal stocks were mixed. So all in all, broader market down, top line indices struggling to make a new high. What happened on the FII side? Institutions, FIs continue to sell at 1255 crores. DI has tried to overpower that by doubling down and buying much more than them at 3,955 crores, but 2,686 crores is the net buying. But who sold this 2,686 crores? As I keep repeating and will keep repeating, this was the third force, clearly. So what are the cues this morning? This morning, US will reopen on Friday. For this is Friday for half a day, so not much volumes can be expected. So today is another day where the bulls can do something good if they want to, because from Monday onwards, people will come in full force. And generally, leading up to Thanksgiving is bullish time. So Thanksgiving happened yesterday. After Thanksgiving, it becomes volatile. So that was as far as global markets are concerned. Then let's look at commodities. Commodities, because the Russia-Ukraine deal is not clear, so oil moved up close to 63 and odd, and gold has been slowly moving up, went up to $4,200. But the star is silver. For the first time in many weeks, silver has gone from backwardation to contango, which means the silver futures are higher than the silver cash. Now, when silver futures were in what is called backwardation, which means silver futures were lower than the cash, one would have expected that the silver will not go up, but it will not go down also. Something like FIS selling heavily into Nifty futures. Market will not go up, but neither will it go down. So now the bulls seem to have rested the initiative as far as silver is concerned. We are sitting at $54. I think this time could be a breakout. And if it breaks out, then I think it will be very, very significant. And this time, the futures bulls are in silver. So that you have to take into account. We are holding silver in plenty. We may even buy today on a momentum, but you need to be aware of that silver is very, very volatile. Coming back to stocks, VST Tillers has launched their first EV tiller and wheeler, so that should be in positive territory. At least that should be looked at positively by the market. Global Health is expanding at the 550 bed hospital in Noida. That's another positive. Zydus Life Sciences, which is interesting, it gets US FDA nod for diabetes combo drug, so that may be in focus, bigger focus actually. Tata Tech closed ES Tech acquisition early, 75 million pounds. Not great, but still nothing bad. Adani Enterprises has bought 72% in FSTC for 820 crores. So Adani Enterprise very difficult to define because it's a holding company, but nevertheless that's a positive development for Adani Enterprises. Bandhan Bank, which is we hold a small amount in our portfolio, which has not performed and performed badly actually. Now they are selling off their the unsecured NPA 7,000 crores, which is actually a very good sign. I think Bandhan Bank will now be in better territory than what it was for the last 1.5 year. We have been waiting patiently, and we continue to be positive on that. Loha Developers got a refund order of 520 crores from a Supreme Court. Reflex Industries won a 100 crore pond ash contract. Oldham Transformers got a 85 crore from Getco. Now, negative is Ashoka Buildcon. They got a show cause notice. Their 1 month bidding bar after NH66 girder has collapsed. So that is something. This is the problem with this road building company. Never know, or even infrastructure companies, you never know when they will get banned by the government companies. So that one has to be very careful. We used to hold Ashoka Buildcon at one time. We no longer hold because we're not comfortable now with holding with this infrastructure, especially building infrastructure companies. Today, GAIL could be in focus because of a long time PNGRB has approved an increase in pipeline tariff to 65.5 to 65.569 rupees from 58.60 to minimum MMBTU, which is good. But in fact, they've been asking from 2025 they wanted, but they've now government has said only from 2026, but still good. Now, here is a disturbing piece of news as far as the promoter sale is concerned. Yesterday, I had reported that Whirlpool is selling about 950 crores worth of stock, but they have actually sold 1,500 crores worth of stock. That means nearly 50% more. And who has bought this? This has been bought by Franklin Templeton Mutual Fund, HDFC Mutual Fund, Kotak Mahindra Mutual Fund, and Society General. Basically, 3 large mutual funds have bought 1,500 crores worth of shares. And the Whirlpool, they know that they're getting a good deal. So they're selling. If I was a mutual fund investor in either Franklin Templeton or HDFC or Kotak Mahindra, I would be very, very careful. I would look at my, mutual fund portfolio and see whether that particular fund is bought and that particular scheme is bought, the fund is bought, of course. Then I would take appropriate action. Now it is left to the investor, because we don't hold any mutual fund units. We hold on ETF in gold and silver. And I'm very skeptical of mutual fund managers because they seem to be buying top dollar for and giving an exit for either PE funds or the promoters, which is not good. But then that is how the new India is. Then if you look at all the things, there is some sort of a positivity going into the day to day, because Japanese market is also okay. Hong Kong is okay. Singapore is okay. So we could see another new high, but I am very wary. As I said, 80-20 is my mantra. 80% in investments, 20% in swing trades. Still long and short. Buy and sell, no short selling. But in intraday, we are doing short selling and waiting some hedges by selling Nifty and Nifty Future and Bank Nifty Future. Whatever you do, I hope it is successful. Thank you for joining.